What's up, T-shirt reference? What a superwoman thing to do, right? The problem is that, जब New Year आता है, सबको कुछ चढ़ जाती है अंदर. Everyone's like, oh yes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to work out 5 days a week. That's me. I'm going to journal every single day. I'm going to drink 8 glasses of water. I'm going to read 5 books a month. Like,
calm down, guys.
What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. First off, let me start by saying Happy New Year, Happy 2021. Of course, it doesn't mean that just because it became Jan 1st, 2021 or Jan 2nd, 2021, all the problems have been solved. No, that's not what this means. It simply means that it gives you a sort of illusion actually of a new start, a clean slate if you will. And yeah, this is my first video after Vlogmas, which was so well received by all of you and I'm so grateful for that. And since we ended Vlogmas on like a Slate 2021 series, I thought why not continue with that and bring you this video where I share with you all how you can stick to your New Year resolutions or goals. I feel there's a lot of pomp and show around the idea of setting New Year resolutions and goals, but when it actually comes to sticking to them, it's suddenly the other way around. In fact, it's become like such a popular joke. New Year resolutions are meant to be broken. Even I've been part of that self-depreciating joke train, but I'm way past it because now I feel that if you set your New Year resolutions or New Year goals, it is to stick to them, okay? Not just for the pomp and show of it. Okay, so let's say you have set your New Year resolutions and your New Year goals. Great. But my question to you is, where have you written those goals? I think some of you might say your planner, which is great if you have that habit of using your planner daily and opening your planner daily. But in case you don't use a planner or are not of a habit of using a planner every single day, then I highly suggest you put your New Year goals where you can see it. This is so basic, but actually not many follow this, and by the end of the year you don't even know your goals and resolutions. So number one, please make sure it is somewhere you see. It need not be fancy notebook or journal or planner. Even writing it on a sticky note and putting it on your laptop screen, wall, cupboard, mirror, wherever it is that you know you will see every single day, so that it's like a constant reminder to you that you know what, you've set this goal, what are you doing about that today. Also, I would love to share my big 3 goals of 2021. If you're interested, then make sure you stay tuned till the very end of the video. I feel this is the last step for most of the people, and that's why they end up miserably failing at their New Year resolutions, and that is because you don't do the next step to that, which is plan of action or your action plan. I did speak about this in my goal setting video. If you're interested in this video and haven't watched that video, I highly suggest you watch it. I will link it up here.
I feel it's one of my best videos in terms of the information and knowledge I'm getting to share with you, and I feel it's going to change your life on how you look at goal setting and goal achieving.
But anyways, in that video I had mentioned of, having an action plan or a blueprint to all the goals that you've set, and you have to sort of break it down into your quarterly goals and what actions you're going to take in that quarter to achieve that goal. Finally, to your daily routine and habits. This is where the magic happens. This is where you literally start forming habits towards that New Year resolution. Make sure you have like a set routine with the necessary habits that you need in order to achieve those New Year resolutions. So once you plan out your routine and what all daily or weekly habits you'll have in that routine, make sure again you put it somewhere that you can see. Otherwise you again end up not following it. I should simply put it on sticky notes and stick it where I can see so that I'm constantly reminded of it. You can even set your routine in your Google Calendar, whatever calendar that you use on your phone. You get a reminder from your phone and you know it's time to, let's say, have breakfast. So basically setting appointments for yourself so that you're constantly reminded of what you're supposed to do at that particular time. And this might sound very robotic to you, but it's honestly not. Like, you have to do this in the first 1-2 weeks or even the first month of setting your new routine because your body is not used to it. But once your body is used to it, you're already well versed with your routine. You don't need the system of Google Calendar and having these appointments or looking at your sticky notes. Gradually and eventually your brain will remember the routine, and then it's just on autopilot, which is the stage we have to get to while following our routine, where we don't even have to think too much and have this thing called decision making fatigue. It's actually a thing, guys, where your brain gets so tired of making even the smallest of mundane decisions, like choosing which outfit to wear, what time are you supposed to eat, what are you supposed to eat. So if you pre-plan all of this and do that daily, your body and brain will get used to it, and then it's just on autopilot and becomes much easier. So please make sure, especially that 1 month is going to be tough. So if your New Year resolution is to lose weight, then of course you have to set like a workout schedule or a diet plan or something in your daily routine. You have to set time to meal prep, or you have to set time to cut vegetables or whatever that extra thing might be. You have to include these new changes and new habits into your daily routine. Otherwise, I can promise you, you will never reach that resolution of losing weight because you've not been doing anything in your daily routine to make that goal happen. So that was just an example to let you understand how it actually affects your New Year resolution if you do not have a set daily routine. The third tip I want to share is to gradually build up habits. This is something I've struggled with a lot. Only this year have I realized that I need to implement this myself, because I'll tell you what this means, okay? Taking the previous example of you wanting to lose your weight, that's your New Year resolution. So if you have been a person in 2020 who hasn't worked out even twice a week consistently, how can you expect your body to adapt to the new habit of working out 5 times a week or 6 times a week? And I feel this is where most of us make the biggest mistake of setting crazy habits for yourself at the beginning of the year. So crazy that you end up not consistently following it, and by the end of the year you've completely given up on that habit, which we really don't want. And this is something I faced last year as well with regards to working out. The only way to work around it is to break down your goals. So I'm going to look at working out only 3 times a week. Even that can be a lot for some of you. Cut it down to 2 times a week, or cut it down to even 1 time a week. Consistently working out once a week is still 53 days that you worked out consistently, gaining more self-discipline in that year, okay? So make sure you start with that small action. Do that for a month, for 2 weeks, whatever feels practical to you, and then slowly build from there. So maybe 1 month you do 2 times a week, and then the next month you can build it to 3 times a week, and probably by the end of the year you might be at 5 times or 6 times a week, and you won't be disappointed at yourself. So please, I can't stress on this enough. Start small. Break down those crazy habits into smaller actionable chunks that seem practical to you. The problem is that, जब New Year आता सबको कुछ चढ़ जाती है अंदर. Everyone's like, oh yes, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna work out 5 days a week. That's me. I'm gonna read 5 books a month. Like, calm down, guys. This is going for me as well because I really struggle with this. It's really tempting to go all out and be all fired up for the new year and just having all these unachievable and impractical habits that you're not going to stick to throughout the entire year. Ask yourself honestly if you can actually work out 5 days a week every single day of the year. So reverse engineer, start with 3 days a week. If that seems impossible, start 2 days a week or even 1 day a week. The idea is consistency and not breaking that promise to yourself, okay? If you're saying you're going to work out once a week, you are going to work out once a week. If you're going to say you're going to work out 5 times a week, you better work out 5 times a week. Just start small and build slowly from there. And my last tip, which is sort of stemming from the previous point that I mentioned, which is to commit 100% and take action. You can set all the resolutions you want. You can put it for display for the entire world to see. You can have all the action plans and routines set in your calendar. It is still going to do nothing for you unless you commit to taking action towards those goals. And I know this is easier said than done, but this is the harsh truth, guys. You can't expect to learn a new language if you don't make that actionable effort into learning the language. You can't really achieve your dream body if you're not going to go to the gym or have a good healthy diet plan. It's very obvious, I know, but I think people just expect it to be easy. It's not going to be easy, guys. अगर easy होता तो सबके goals हमेशा पूरे हो जाते. But sorry to break that bubble for you all. It's not going to happen if you don't take action and if you're not 100% committed to that New Year resolution. So don't make resolutions for fun sake. I know बहुत लोग ऐसे दोस्तों में मजे के लिए resolutions बना देते हैं, which is fine. But if you're actually seriously looking into setting your goals and achieving those goals in this year, I hope you're serious enough to take action. Okay? Otherwise, just forget about all of this. It's not going to happen. I can be that bad guy and give you that harsh truth. Okay? It's not going to happen if you're not seriously going to take action. This is something I learned the hard way, where I feel like when we promise something to someone, like a loved one, we more or less try to get that thing done, whether that's a promise to meet someone, to call someone, but somehow when it comes to you, you're very quick to break that promise, and that becomes a very unhealthy, vicious cycle that you have to get out of, because this actually becomes a habit. Willpower is actually like a muscle that you need to train, that you need to work on daily so that it gets stronger and stronger. So that willpower to not break your promise, that willpower to go to the gym, that willpower to do your gratitude practice is a muscle that you have to constantly work on. So the more you break that promise to yourself of any habit that you said you will do but you did not do, it becomes this unhealthy situation where you start valuing yourself lesser and lesser. And I want you to sit and think, if you are stuck in that vicious cycle of setting goals and resolutions and breaking that promise to yourself every single year, and how comfortable you're getting with breaking that promise to yourself. So it's high time that you break that vicious cycle, break that chain, and start new. There's no time like today, like right this moment. And it can really help if you know your why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to study that subject? Why do you want to get that promotion? What is it actually going to get into your life? Why do you need more money? Why do you want to start your new business? Like, there are so many whys that you can ask yourself and understand only for you. So it's easier for you the next time you ever face that dilemma of, oh, should I actually go to the gym? Ask yourself, why did you even set this habit in the first place? Another thing that helps is to actually have an accountability partner, a group of friends or loved ones that you can count on, you can share your goals with. Even if it's just one person, even that's fine. Just having someone check on you and make you feel accountable of your own resolutions and goals. Okay, now that you know how you can stick to your New Year resolutions and goals, and I hope you've also watched the video where I've spoken about goal setting, let me share my big 3 goals with all of you. These are quite ambitious, but I am willing to work towards it. I'm willing to put myself out there and just grow as a person. Number 1 is related to my YouTube channel. I would love to have 100,000 MegFam cuties in our community. That is the dream, that is the goal for this year. I honestly don't know if it'll happen or not, and that's okay. I'm just really excited to be in that process of, you know, creating content, interacting with you all. That's what gives me happiness, and I just want to share that journey with you all. Number 2 is fitness related, and this is one goal that I'm really curious to see how I'm going to go on about achieving that, only because I have failed at this more number of times that I can count.
And see, that's the thing, right? I am not some like guru sitting here and giving you my gyan. That's not how I want to at least appear to you all. I'm just a girl like you, and I'm also finding my way. I'm also growing. I'm not perfect. I also fail miserably so many times.
The only difference is I fail in front of the camera and there are thousands of people to witness it. But my point is, I am not perfect. I haven't figured out how I'm going to achieve my fitness goal, since I did fail last year and the year before that and the year before that. But yeah, I would love to be stronger and more fit. I don't look at like weighing scale in terms of itna weight kam karna hai ya zyada karna hai.
I look at body fat percentage. That's what makes more sense to me, like body fat percentage and muscle mass percentage. I want to reduce my body fat percentage at least to like 22%. I remember that was my lowest, and I was so fit and so happy with my body that time. So I really want to just be stronger in general, which would aid me into being a better dancer, having more energy to create more content. Like,
just having a fit and healthy body has so many benefits, right? It's not just the way you look, it's also how you function every single day. So I'm really looking forward to just getting that 22% body fat. I'm not too hung up on the number, honestly speaking. As long as I feel good in my body and in my skin and I feel energetic and healthy, I will be happy. But just because I am following the SMART goal method, I want to be specific, which is why I put the 22%. Ideally, I want 20%, not gonna lie, but I don't see that as a practical thing for me this year. So I'm just going with 22% body fat. But yeah, I will update you guys on this journey as well through my YouTube channel and of course on my Instagram. If you're not following me on my Instagram, please do so, because I'm very active there and it's like an extension of my channel. So if you like my channel, I think you would like my Instagram as well. Now my third goal is something I'm not going to reveal right now. I mean, there should be some amount of mystery, right? So I will let you know if I achieve this goal, and even if I don't achieve the goal, what is the update about that third goal at the end of 2021. So I hope you will stick with me till the very end of this year. I of course have mini goals as well, which I have put in my Ink Bucket planner. If you watched my Ink Bucket video, you know what sort of goals I'm talking about. But yeah, I would love to know what your top 3 goals are of this year. You can put it in the comments down below. I would love to know, and let's keep each other accountable, right? Like, we have this community. Let's pump each other up, like each other's comments, comment on each other's comments, and just keep each other accountable. Let's be that positive, beautiful community. Just know that you're not alone in this, and we have this community, and I will be definitely here cheering you on. With that being said, I hope you are subscribed to my channel and clicked on the bell icon so that you can be part of the Meg fam and do not miss out on any of my future videos, which I will be uploading every Wednesday and Saturday. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and valuable. Do let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. I will see you all in my next video. Till then, stay happy, positive and blessed, and let's have a very strong start to 2021. Bye!